3.
What's good, y'all? I'm here. It's quality. I got an interview with KUT Media. That shit about to be fire. Trust me, you won't miss it. It's litty. It's gonna be on YouTube everywhere, man. Make sure y'all check that out. All right, holla.
What's good, everyone? It's Tion Bacody, and I'm back with another KUT Media interview back in Brooklyn at Bass House Studios, and we have Brooklyn native Quality with us today. How you doing, my guy? This is actually our second interview.
Facts.
First one was during COVID times on IG Live,
Facts.
and now we're here in person. So nice to finally meet you in person.
Definitely, brother. It was good, man. I told you, like, I had to double back. You know, the first interview was solid, so we had to do it the right way, you know?
Facts. So talk about a little bit. You're from Brooklyn. How does it feel to, doing an interview in your hometown?
You know what's funny? Actually, this is my first interview in Brooklyn. Every interview I've done was either in the city or, it's always in Manhattan. So it's actually my first time doing an interview in Brooklyn. That's crazy. So it feels good.
Shout out to that. So
crazy.
talk about Brooklyn a little bit. Where are you from in Brooklyn? Let the people know where in Brooklyn you're from.
So like half and half. I lived in Bed-Stuy till I was like 13. Then from 13 I moved to Canarsie till I was like 20 plus. So half and half Bed-Stuy and Canarsie, but I just worked the whole Brooklyn though.
Okay, bet. Describe those experiences, because both Canarsie and Bed-Stuy are very popular and famous neighborhoods. So
Right.
how was it for you growing up in those parts of Brooklyn?
I mean, Bed-Stuy different now. It's a little bit more gentrified.
Like the whole New York City.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Bed-Stuy wasn't as safe as it is today. I mean, it's still, you know what I'm saying? But during those times, man, growing up, it was a lot of, for me, just say your normal, around the corny alleyways, crazy stuff. But, we still made it through. But Canarsie was different because it was more quiet. Like Bed-Stuy's a little bit more lively, but Canarssie's way much more quiet. It's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like black people, but it's quiet. Everybody like lives in a house. Right. It's like, you know what I'm saying? But it still can get rowdy out there, you know what I'm saying? But it's more quiet. But both of the experiences was cool. I can't complain.
Okay, dope. So let's talk about your name, Quality. How did you get that name?
Funny story. My first name, everybody laugh at this shit. It was I wanted to name myself Quadratic because I was bad. I was bad at trigonometry, and you know about the quadratic formula. So I don't know why, I just wanted to name myself that type shit, but everybody laughed and everybody hated that name. So at first I wanted to, when I started my journey into music, I just wanted to play with, something with my real name. My real name was Quazel, so I wanted to play with something. So I'm like, quality sounds, and that's how everything came in, and everybody just was like, nah, that's the name for me. So that's how it happened.
Okay, you picked a good name, Quality. The first one, that was like that'd have been too much for the average listener. For sure. Okay, so how were you coming up as a kid? You talk about like how you were in high school and stuff, a lot in your music. So how was it for you coming up? Like, describe Quality as a kid.
Man, as a kid, man, I did a lot of. I was always outgoing. I was always an outgoing kid, always around. I was always cool with either the cool kids or the jocks, or cool with the nerds. I always was just moving around. I never could say, oh, no, I was this kind of kid. But no, I was just multifaceted, hanging out with any and everybody. Funny kid. I always wanted attention though. I was always like, class clown or getting in trouble in school, doing, stupid, shit like that when you were a kid, but always playing video games. I was saying this shit to myself one day, like, yo, if I never like during those times at Bed-Stuy, like all my friends was like kind of like, you could just see the shift. They was going from being like, the innocence was being taken away from them. They was like running to being in like, games and shit like that. And that's when I heavily got into like games. And I always say, I think games that saved my life, real shit. Because I would have been outside, because we influenced. So I just fuck with the video games, and me being inside the crib. I actually started being more inside the crib in Canarsie versus Bed-Stuy. But yeah, me being inside the crib, that saved my life. But yeah, that's how I grew up. It wasn't really nothing really crazy. You know what I'm saying? We all had challenges, but I had a good childhood growing up, man. I had anything and everything that I wanted, or had to earn it or work for it. So no complaints, man.
Okay. Since you spoke about video games, you gotta give me a top 3 all time.
I don't want to. I I don't want to say the basic shit like COD, 2K.
You're a real gamer, so give us some.
Yeah,
Give us three
I ain't
games.
gonna give you the COD, 2K, NBA Live. I ain't gonna do that. But I'm gonna say, or GTA. I'm gonna keep those out. I'm gonna keep those to the side because that's, for me, that's cultural classics. I'm gonna do. You might know what I'm talking about. True Crime, Streets of LA.
True crime. You know what's crazy? I was too young to play that shit.
Word.
So
If you want me to say, how old are you?
I'm 27 now, but
Oh.
we was young though when I was out.
Bro,
My mom was
your mom's was a jacket that.
No, I play that shit.
Man, nah, shout out to mom. I had that the True Crime in LA and the New York one. What else? Classic NBA Streets Volume 2.
Volume 2, for sure.
Classic. Everybody know that's a classic. We all know we love the SmackDown. You feel me? The SmackDown games. But I'm gonna say too, which was a fire game. I fuck with I think it's called LA Noir.
Oh, that's crazy. I played that shit. LA Noir fire.
That shit fire.
That's a fire game. They were talking about they might remake that.
Word.
I'm gonna have to cop if they remake that.
Gotta get that one. I was gonna say Red Dead, but that's like, you know, that's in like GT. That's the Rockstar hat. So I put that to the side. But yeah, definitely those are my top games right there. I fuck with those shits. OD.
Okay, we got similar. I'm gonna say Streets V2. Gotta have that Streets V2.
That's classic.
Number 2 for me. I'm gonna say Grand Theft Auto 4.
Okay.
With Nico Bellic. That was my.
You like that one?
That was my shit. That was
I
my
fuck with
favorite
that.
Grand Theft Auto.
I don't know. GTA
5 was fire though. But
5 is like.
5 was crazy, but 4 storyline was like one of my favorite.
Fuck with it?
Yeah.
I like 5 storyline.
Yeah. 5 is just like one of the best games. So that's why I'm not.
You're not
just
gonna put that in
obvious
there?
to put them in there.
What you think about 6? You think it's gonna top 5? I think it's gonna top it.
Yeah. GTA don't miss. That's one franchise that I don't miss. Right.
The kid, bro, 10, 12 years now. They about to have us wait. We waited 12 years, so this shit gotta be crazy.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So how did you transition from playing video games into rapping? Was the love for rapping always there? Or did were you always listening to music?
Always loved music. You know what's so funny? I don't think I ever said this, but like I rarely bought music when I was a kid. Like I did a lot of bootlegging, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of LimeWire.
Of course.
You feel me? Because you know us growing up, you know what I'm saying, moms ain't had that extra bread to get us an album that cost, what was it, like $14 or $20? That wasn't like the necessity and shit like that. So my love for the music always been there. Always just ear to the music, or like I love like watching movies, and I love the soundtracks with movies. I just was into that.
What's your favorite movie soundtrack?
It's a lot.
You gotta pick one. I got one.
What's your one?
I'm gonna go. You seen the movie Superfly? The 70s one.
The 70s one? Oh, you like that one?
What's Curtis Mayfield?
Curtis, right.
That's like one of the best movies.
That's yours?
And Above the Rim too.
I was gonna say everybody's gonna say
And
Above the
Juice.
Rim. Juice.
You know, classic movies.
You know what soundtrack I fuck with though? I'm gonna keep it tall. I fuck with the Miles Morales one, the Amazing Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I haven't heard that, but I know it's a few like big artists on that one.
Yeah, I fuck with that one.
Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin one.
Yeah.
That's for the second one, but the first one was solid too.
Okay, what?
I fuck with it. The soundtracks, it's not as big as it was like you said, Above the Rim.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Above the Rim is like number one.
Yeah, like the best movie
Yeah,
soundtrack ever.
that's what I'm hearing. But hell yeah, that transition though, like that's how I kind of like really got into music, just loving it, hearing it, and just how it made me feel. You know, I felt like music is always therapy to me, always been.
Okay, so as a kid, who were you bumping? So we're about the same age, right?
Yeah.
All right, so at this time,
26.
26, so they're the same age group. So
Yeah.
probably Wayne's definitely popping.
Wayne. Well, all right. So like when you say a kid, are you saying like
You know, from
high school and up or before?
I don't know how early you started listening to music. Me, I would count my music ages probably from like 12 and up.
12 and
That's
up?
when I started, LimeWire, finding shit on.
Right. I'm gonna say we gotta say Wayne. 12 and up, Wayne. I ain't started rocking with Jay until I got older.
Same.
But Wayne, man, when Drake started to send, this when the buzz were like so far gone, you know, that was happening. I fuck with Nicki. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always say that I fuck with Nick.
Yeah, when Nicki first came out, you couldn't
run away from me. You couldn't run from that. And this was the time where in the best style, niggas was still doing backyard parties during that time. You feel me? Niggas, I don't think niggas do that no more.
Yeah, backyard community, center parties. That's the
for me. Yeah, you know, this is that time. Feel me? Like backyard parties. I was heavy into dance hall too. I was fucking with Vibes.
New York City shit.
Yeah, Serrani. I was fucking with Serrani.
Are you from like? Are you West Indian?
Nah, I'm not West Indian. I'm what they call. I'm a Yankee. That's what they.
I feel like.
But I like to say I'm an advanced Yankee. You know what I'm saying? I'm multifaceted. I love all cultures and shit like that. But yeah, I was fucking with Wayne. Damn, man, it's shit. Wayne, Wiz
came through crazy.
Wiz, man. I always rep for Wiz, man. I know he not like. I'm not saying he not. You don't hear about him a lot in like more of the rural communities, but I was fucking with Wiz, bro. I still want Wiz to this day. He just got a certain type of sound that just put me in a space where it's like I got the high rise. You feel me? My money is good. I'm seeing the ocean. I like music like that make me see something. You know, I'm big on that. But I only can think of Wayne right now. I don't know why. I said Drake.
Wayne was just everybody number
one.
So.
Wayne was just man.
Okay.
That was Wayne, man. He's different. Yeah, Kanye.
Of course, yeah, and
Kanye.
Can't forget, yeah.
Got up with Kanye in there. But yeah, that's it so far. 50, but I'm gonna stop myself.
All right, bet. Yeah. So when did you really start rapping yourself? Like, you know, first recorded songs, or even when you first started writing music then?
So I feel like we all was writing, you know what I'm saying? All of us, if not a song, everybody journaled before. I always was doing that, but I first started writing like my full song and then recorded it was in 2017. I had a situation where like I was in college, so the real music shit started happening for me when I was in school. So when I was in college,
where'd you go to school?
I went to Buff State.
Okay, shout out
to the Buff. So 2016, I just wanted to be a producer, Birdie. Like I didn't want to do the rapping because during that time that was SoundCloud rapper era, and being a SoundCloud rapper was like a stench at the time, and I just cared about what people thought about me at that time, and we all go through that. So that was a hurdle I had to get over. But I started writing, recorded. At first, I just wanted to do like a beat tape, and then I was just like, yo, I just was like, I wanted to do a beat tape, and one song I wanted on it was just like me rapping, but everything else was just instrumentals. But I just recorded that one song, and then one turned into two, and then that beat tape never came out. It was just me rapping on my own beats.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
Okay, fine. So you do producing and rapping?
Yeah, but I haven't produced in a while. I'm gonna be honest. Shout out to all the producers. You know, it's a very tedious thing, man. So I give it to them. But I definitely still got a lot of beats in the tuck that I still didn't work on yet. I might send it, like I do things where I might send it to another producer and then we could collab so that I have my ideas. But I'm more so like I'll tell, like, you know how they say Diddy is not technically a producer. He's not a beat maker, he's a producer.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, yo, I want to hear this, I want to do this. And since I already know how to make a beat myself, I know exactly what I want. Exactly. So I'm glad I put myself in their shoes, and then now I just do the writing because it came a little bit more easier to me.
Okay. Yeah. And I can hear that in your music. I feel like, especially on your newest tape, Why Would I Stop?
Facts.
It's very like sonically well put together. So
appreciate it.
Yeah, I can hear that. And right now you're still an independent artist, right?
I am.
Do you plan on being indie? Because I feel like indie is like a real route now. I feel like back in the day, an indie artist was kind of like a bad label.
Facts.
Now it's that you can be an indie artist and really get a bag. It might be, depending on what you're trying to do, even better than signing to a label.
Right. So what I really want to do, right now, because I feel like I'm a disciple of like the Nipsey Hussles, the Master P's, the Jiggers. I'm still like a disciple. I still study them. And Nip always say, yo, like, master your independence first. You know, that was something that he said. And I watched a Wallow interview when he was interviewing Nip. And he was like, I would tell like the upcoming artists is like, yo, like, master your independence first before you sign. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me not skip steps. So every artist, what you do, you giving people your best product. You giving it out to the world. You make merch. You perform. You sell. You do your things. You build up your catalog. You build up your fan base and your core audience. So I really want to build the much leverage as I possibly can. And then I don't mind signing to a major as long as the deal is right, everything is right. Depending on who the major is, I feel like I gotta like, if I do sign to a major, I want to sign to a major where I feel like I got the real estate. And what I mean by that is I'm not on a label where I'm just throwing names out there. There's a Drake there, there's a Kanye, there's a Rihanna. They're not gonna give a fuck about no quality.
Right.
I might not get that attention or that resources as much as them. So put me somewhere where it ain't no real estate. I'm coming there, I'm gonna go crazy. And another thing I know too, I'm glad that I'm independent now, is when I do get signed, if I get signed one day, I feel like I will, but when I do, I'm gonna have the same engine and motor that I did, because I understand people when they get signed, they get lazy. Mm-hmm. I've heard it so many times. The labels, they just the machine. You know what I'm saying? They make this shit go. Mm-hmm. They don't make the records for you. They don't do all of the hard work. You still got to put the work in. So that's why I'm like, I want to master my independence. So I know anytime a label want to go their way, I go my way. I mastered the independency that nobody can take from me. So, and they can't take I let any label watch this one day. You cannot take my catalog. That's non-negotiable, like my independent catalog, because I already know the numbers are gonna go crazy. So you can't take that. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, being an indie artist, do you have a team, like managers, and do you have that around? Or are you just doing it solo?
I have a team, but I don't have a manager. Mm-hmm. I don't got no booking agent yet. So I'm all of those things right now at the moment, which makes indie hard as hell. Pause, you know what I'm saying? It makes it very challenging, mm-hmm. you know. But I'm big on understanding that I got everything I need though. You get what I'm saying? Like I got everything I need. I don't got a manager and all of that booking. I don't got all of that yet. I know I'll get that in time. Mm-hmm. I got everything I need. I tell myself, yo, let's control what we can control. I can control my ass getting in the studio once or twice a week. You get what I'm saying? I still work a job. So I dedicate the time to make records and write. I got that in my control. You know, me going to the studio, me releasing the records. Whatever's in my control that, and everything else is gonna come in time, you know? So I have to tell myself that all the time, because you know, when it seems like shit not moving your way or a plan not going to plan, I just shift myself back to tell your Quad, control what you can control. Everything is coming in motion, you feel me? So I sat there and started controlling what I can control. I got people buying my merch. I got people listening to my music. I got people supporting me. So everything is happening. I just gotta control what I can control. So I don't have all of that just yet, but I know I will. I'm a firm believer of people like attract to success. People attract to winners. And I believe I'm a winner because I got the heart, I got the drive, I got the engine. And you know what I'm saying? You ask anybody around me, like I'll tell you like, yo, like I can't do this because I gotta keep the main thing, you know, which is the music, you feel me? Certain people met me because I was doing my music, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't stop doing that. That's how you met me. Right. So.
That's dope. Yeah, you said a bar just now. So, you know, being an indie artist, not having a full team around you, how was it like developing yourself as an artist, like the artist development phase? That's and then I'll let you answer that first. Then I will.
Okay. So artist development stage. I think now as an indie artist, I think you got to double down on your craft. In my opinion, you got to double down on your craft, and working on writing and. You feel me? Because since you already indie, ain't nobody hearing us. You know what I'm saying? Only people that's hearing us is people that know us. Mm-hmm. So if you a new listener, my shit how I think about it is, so for example, you put me on to somebody that I don't know. Mm-hmm. If they shit don't sound good, I'm never gonna listen to it again because one, I don't know them. Versus I throw a name out there, let's just say a Nicki. Mm-hmm. And Nicki's song is like, but it's cool, I'll bump it because I'm comfortable. I understand who that is. I know who that is. So that's why I think the artist development has to be, me personally, is me working on my craft and being a better writer, working on my sound, working with different producers, and just controlling that aspect, just focusing more on the music. Also too, just doing a little bit of my due diligence of business stuff, like for example, like register my records on BMI or ASCAP, like doing more business things like, all right, cool, let's set up a website for your merch and set up hubs for people to like, you know, get your music or things like that. I'm about to start, because I don't know if you see, it's like a new wave where it's like streaming and they're not paying the artists. They already not paying us the right percentage, but now it's like people are like, I see the wave going like back to buying direct. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think, from the artist. And I think that also too, that'll help the appreciation of music, because I don't think people appreciate music how we used to. Like when we got that Wayne, that tape, we got that, feel me, that drop, we got that No Ceilings, we got that from Dat Piff. We just, even though it was free, we appreciated it so much.
Right.
Versus now, like, it's just, you know, it's
right on your phone.
It's right on your phone.
I like it, I don't like it.
I like it, I don't like it. But if you buy it, it's more of a value now to you. So I think that's the new wave. It's going right back to that value. So, you know, that's something I really want to do. So that's part of my development, is working on my craft, working on my image. You feel me? Trying to be as fly as I could possibly be without, I got my own style, you know what I'm saying? I think that's another thing, just working on your individuality. That's a part of building up as an artist, you know, being indie. And for me, just controlling what I can control. That's my main shit right there.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And then I want to ask the other side of that question I had was, as an indie artist, how do you feel like artist development is? Like, how do you feel these A&Rs are now? Do you feel like A&Rs, do they still develop artists?
Honestly, I'm gonna be real. My real response to that, I think like the A&Rs and shit like that, that's more so like that's like the other side. Like if you're on a label, I think, because I'm not on a label, so I really don't, I legit don't I don't even know what an A&R really do. I don't even think I know what they do. It's more so like they know, okay, this is the hit, this is not the hit. But it's like, if anybody, everybody's the A&R in a sense. Like the fans tell you whether your shit is hot or not. You get what I'm saying? So what I do is I keep people around me that I know that's gonna give me their honest opinion. I tell them, be completely honest with my music. Don't try to make me feel good, like, oh, it's cool, quiet, you don't wanna hurt my feelings. No, you're hurting me by not telling me the truth. You know, so I just think that's what I do in terms of that. Like, I can't really give a response on like the A&Rs, because I think that's a label thing. But I think they should get back to developing artists though, because ain't really it's not a lot of superstars as it was before. I think Ice Spice is a superstar.
I think the ladies probably are the most superstars.
Yeah. The ladies are doing their thing, and I love it, man. Especially if it's a lot of ladies from the city going crazy, you know. So it's beautiful to see. I love that. I champion all the women. I love the music. Honestly, I'm not just saying that to pander. We just in the era, because we, you know, us growing up, it was always men dominated, you know, or in the Nicki. You get what I'm saying? So now it's just Nicki, and it's like other variants. So it's pretty dope to see.
Right. All right, so let's talk about your new project, Why Would I Stop?
Why Would I Stop?
All right, so I'm going to say my favorite songs.
Okay. Say that.
Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
Bandit.
Okay.
Hard to Trust.
Okay.
And Humble Beginnings. I want to ask you, why'd you name the project Why Would I Stop?
Man. I named that project Why Would I Stop because this project was a turning point for me. And I feel like every creative or anybody in any facet of any part of the world get that feeling of if they should continue doing what they're doing or not. And whether I think it's more geared to the dreamers and people that's chasing something that's not making them the gazillion dollars. You know what I'm saying? Something that's not being picked up from everybody. You get what I'm saying? It's a turning point. And I just said, I think this project is geared to those type of people that's like, yo, man, it's either I'm gonna quit doing this shit, it's either I'm gonna quit making movies, you know, and only I'm getting like 10 views on YouTube, or I'm gonna continue to keep going. So that's why I named it Why Would I Stop? Because I'm like, yo, man, like I know if I keep going, I'm only gonna get better. I'm only gonna get better as a writer. My vision's only gonna keep growing. My team is only gonna keep getting bigger. I'm only gonna keep finding different ways. Yo, bro, when I started this shit, bro, I always wanted to have merch. Now I got my hoodie on. You get what I'm saying? It's a shameless plug, but that's real shit. Like, I didn't stop. So that's why I named that project Why Would I Stop? It's like, yo, like, me stopping is that's stopping everything that I really want for real. If I just keep going, keep putting one foot in front of the other, I'm gonna get everything that I want. And I got everything I want right now. I still want more, but everything I want is right here. So that's why I named it that. Why Would I Stop?
What is your top 3 off of the tape? You a lot of top 3 questions.
Man. You know how you be watching the interviews and niggas be like, yo, this is like my babies and shit like that. I can't pick. Right. But I'm gonna answer the question though. I'm gonna do I'm Back as number.
Oh, that's the intro, right?
No, that's the second track.
Okay.
A New Era, I'm gonna do, damn. Shit. I'm gonna say I'm back. I'm gonna put I'm back because that record is such a spiritual connection for me. That was a record that like I really wanted to let people know, like, you know, because I did like during the COVID time to now, people were like, you know, not knowing if I still did music. You know, I was like in like I was doing Forex and shit like that. So I kind of drifted away from the music. I just tried to get to the money for the music. Mm-hmm. So it's just a whole bunch of me figuring myself out, finding myself, and then I finally was like, you know what? I'm not doing that no more. I'm gonna do this. And that record just was a stamp for me. That was my own stamp of approval. So I'm back. I'm gonna say a new era, the intro, because that was that record right there, and it's a fan favorite, and it always shocks me. But I'm gonna say a new era because I showed people what I can do visually with the music. That's something that I work on. Like, I want you to see the music. When you listen to it, you can see it. Like, you hear the interview. Like, I wrote that whole thing. Like, from everything that you hear, every single word, you hear the girl talking, oh, he's on his way. I wrote all of that in my notebook. You get what I'm saying? It's like a script. I wrote all of that out. So, and to see that live, like, I really like wrote a whole scene in the music. So I think I put that as number 2.
Third slot.
God damn. This is tough. I'm gonna say Bandit. I really want to say some other songs, but I just want to say Bandit because those are the most 3 important songs for me. I'm gonna say Bandit because like it was real. I feel like I was saying shit that niggas don't say. Like, for example, like I said a line where I need to hear I love you more, mama would laugh. Now my girl picking up the pieces, shattered glass. And that line right there is more so like niggas be, you know, sleeping with different women only, but in the root of it is because they didn't really get that love from their moms type shit. So they seeking for love from all these other women. And they notice that they really can't get that love from no other woman. You either gotta get that from your mom or you gotta get that from yourself. And I expressed that, and that meant, you know, me being abandoned with multiple women's heart because I'm seeking love from all of these women, and it's just, you know, it's just a heavy record. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I put that in 3. And it was vulnerable, you know, very vulnerable. Yeah, man. So I put that up in there. So those my 3.
Yeah, I feel like he was very vulnerable on this tape, but the project is very solid. Make sure y'all go stream that.
Appreciate you, bro.
So you had a listening party for the project too,
Facts.
in the same building,
Facts.
which is crazy.
Facts.
So how was it?
Man, that was one of them. That was another turning point for me. That was another moment. Like, yo, like it's either gonna do this or it's over. Like, Quad, just stop. Just do something else. And that day, that was the big flood day with the rain. September 30th, the flood. That was on a Friday. It was just a lot of rain.
I remember that day. That day was crazy.
That was a crazy day. So that was the day. And a lot of people, you know, I'm staying, you know, keeping faith and shit like that. I'm talking to myself. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to get down because I already, you know how it be. Like, some people gonna find the quickest excuse or anything to not come somewhere, and I'm not going to try to be high and holy. I'll be doing sometimes the same shit too.
I do that show.
You know what I'm saying?
As soon as it start raining, I can't make it.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say I be high and holy. I'll be sometimes doing the shit too. If I really want to be there, I'm gonna be there. But all of that happened. Shout out my brother Biggs, man. He was like my manager that day. Like, I really felt what it was like to have a manager, and he was that for me that day. Like, everywhere, drove me everywhere I needed to go. Like, I got everything, you know, bought everything, you know. I handled all of that. I put a lot of money into that event, and it was amazing. You know, people that I didn't know showed up, you know, people that are like close to me now. It was about a good 25 to 30 people there, and I was grateful, man. I was just like, man, this is crazy. People really came out here for me, and the rain, even though the shit stopped during the time the party was, it didn't matter. A lot of people showed up for me. People bought I had shirts, these shirts. I had shirts people was buying. My parents was there, you know what I'm saying? My parents, they separated, not together, but they were there. And this is the first time they ever seen me in my element. You get what I'm saying? My sister, my brother, you know, my step pops, they see me in my element. And that was special to me because they only see me like on Facebook and shit like that. But now they really see me. I performed there, all of that. Like I gave the people a show and it was one of the most amazing nights. A lot of shit happened that day, but that was another testament, a moment for me to keep going. And I can't wait to do another one because it's gonna be way bigger. It's gonna be fire. You gotta go. You gotta come through.
Yeah, send an invite. As long as it don't ring. Alright, so I gotta ask you this. So in New York City is the hardest place to me to develop a fan base. Cause you already know our mentality, like, yo, I ain't dick riding, I don't know that nigga, I ain't about to bump it. So it's hard up here to get a fan base. Yeah. So how has that been for you as an artist?
Oh, man, it's one of my most challenging, one of my most challenging, but I feel, bro, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it because I think it's about originality. New York likes people that are authentic to themselves, and if you're not, we gonna seep right through it. You get what I'm saying? So because I developed my core audience when I was in Buff, so I wasn't in the heart of New York City. So like everybody, all my fans was like from the city, but we was in college together. So that was my fan base. So now being here, it's challenging, but I'm gonna stick to just being original, being myself, and I really truly believe that I got my own frequency. I don't do, and this is no slight, I don't do drill. Not to say it's not wrong with that music or whatever. That's just not my sound. I don't do drill. I don't rap about killing and shit like that. Not to say I'm on some positive shit. If you listen to my music, I be doing shit that's not positive sometimes. Just being real, but that's not the type of music I make. So I'm my own frequency, my own wave, and I really feel like my audience that's going to attract to me is the women that are, for me, I'm going to be honest, I think women that are attractive, baddies, they going to fuck with my music. The hustlers, the niggas that get money, the niggas that get girls, those are the type of niggas that's going to listen to my music. I honestly, too, believe the people that want to, like, grow, like the people that's tired of, like, being wherever they at in life, they want to grow in whatever fashion that it's going to be. I think those are the people that's going to attract to me. So that's it. I think, because that's who I am. I feel like I did a lot of, so I go to concert shows. Like I've been to a Kendrick Lamar show. I've been to the Drake show. I've been to Future. I'm about to go to the Travis Scott show. I go to these shows as, the 50 Cent show too. I go to these shows as, I think of them as master classes. Like, okay, what do I need as an artist, kind of records? Also too, I see the type of people that come out for them. I went to the 50 show, 50 got every culture. Older white women, older white men, black men. He got the hood, he got, you know what I'm saying? I go to Kendrick Lamar show, he got black people, but it's a lot of predominantly like a lot of white. Drake, multicultural. Future bring the hood out. You get what I'm saying? But he got white people there too. Nothing wrong with the Caucasian people, I'm just saying. Right, the diversity. So I'm like, man, I just sitting there like, all right, cool. Who's the type of people that's going to attract to my music? So I'm big on that. I think if I just stay original, I stay myself, I don't drift and try to be anybody I'm not, which I don't know how to. That's how I got here. All my music is, that's what I told myself. That's the code that I stick by. When I said, yo, when I do this music shit, I gotta write about me, I gotta write about my life, and that's it. So I think I'm gonna gain the fans. It's gonna take some time. I definitely feel it's gonna take some time because I'm so different from everybody else. But when it hit, it's gonna hit. Yeah.
All right. So with 2023 pretty much over, what do you got planned for the rest of the year, and what's some things you got planned for early 2024?
For the rest of the year, I'm gonna go to the Travis show just to study. You feel me? I'm of course have a good time, but I be in that motherfucker like studying though, like really like real shit. It's weird. I know why niggas like, what if we're going to concert and study? But that's how serious I take this shit. Like, I gotta go to that. Studio, of course, I gotta end the year going to, writing. I gotta at least end the year me making at least 3 to 5 new songs, minimum, so that early 2024, since I got this project out, I dropped in September, I'm gonna still do more music videos and still push it, but I'm gonna start releasing some singles, because normally, I'm learning too, this is a thing that you learn, like, if you a up and coming artist, they always say you dropping like a full body project is like not smart. Well, I disagree because like I don't know. I just feel like I make my best body of work. Like my best work is when I'm working on a project. I guess that's how I train myself.
You're locked in his own.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I put my best foot forward. Each record, like, all right, cool. This record is for. Why would I stop? I'm gonna keep making as much as I can. Everything don't make it, obviously, but that's how I feel.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
It's 20%.
Oh, we good.
Alright, but yeah, like, so studying for that Travis Scott shit. 2024 singles. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to do some new shit. Cause normally I always just come with a one single, two singles, then I'll give you a project. But now I wanna kind of like give you some singles. I got a new project I'm working on currently, but I'm gonna give some singles. I'll probably do it like 2 EPs. I just really wanna not flood too much, but I just wanna cater. I just want to just make sure my supporters is Gucci when it comes to the music. Like, yo, I ain't ducking off nowhere. I'm still present. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on for 2024, music-wise.
All right, bro. Thanks for chopping it up today.
Always, bro. Appreciate
Great
you,
interview.
bro.
Great
Definitely.
insight on a lot of the topics we talked about.
Definitely.
Let the people know where they can follow you on social media and find your music.
You can find me on social media at Quality Instagram, Quality at QUAALITY _1_. Same thing, Twitter, Snapchat, I don't know Snap, but X, Twitter, whatever. TikTok, same thing. So at Quality QUAALITY _1_. So check it out. All my music on all platforms: Tidal, Spotify, Apple Music, even SoundCloud. Because I know everybody. Some niggas people be broke.
I still use SoundCloud.
See,
but I got Spotify too. But
right. SoundCloud got the heat though.
It's
It
legendary.
got the classic heat.
Yeah.
It got the classic heat. Some shit, you know, some shit you just gotta go to SoundCloud for.
Facts.
You feel me? But I got shit on SoundCloud too. So check my shit out, man. Also too, I got hoodies and all of that. Why would I stop hoodies? I'm about to sell out though. But if you could get it, if this interview come out before then, just get yours and check it out. I appreciate the interview though, bro. Yeah,
Yes.
for real.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Always, bro. Thank you, bro.
All right, another one. Signing out.
That's it.